A very good evening, Zimbabwe, and welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network. And we are back with yet another review of Prophet Makandiwa. It seems as if things are not well for ZANU-PF as everybody is actually speaking with a hard tone towards this regime. So it's very, very important for us to listen very, very carefully and understand.
So there's no special day this week. Like we're praying, last Wednesday we prayed for our nation. And this Wednesday, last Wednesday we prayed, and then this last Wednesday again, we were on a prayer and fasting for the same reason again for this nation. So this week, we are not going to be fasting, we are eating. So you are going to be feasting for this nation. Some don't know that. Remember, Jesus once said, "Do this, eat in remembrance of me." There is a feast that is done where you eat in the name of the Lord. Your eating has to be celebratory. It's a feast. Remember, I taught you that Israel used to have feasts. They would go and feast in the name of the Lord. Not just fast, feast.
We're not inviting the God of hunger alone, but we're inviting the God of fulfillment.
Whilst we are rejoicing and we are eating together with our families, if you want this week, try to eat from the same plate with your wife, with your husband. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, eat together. Eat together, eat together. I know. Eat together. Hey, hallelujah.
Eat together. Is this a difficult thing?
Sit together. How many couples are here? My couples? Yeah? Sit together. Sit together next to each other. Try. Let's eat from the same plate.
The food is different. You can actually share it. But allow both God and the devil to see you eating together this week. Let them see you eating together.
So whilst we are rejoicing, we are celebrating. Remember, I said every day we are going to be praying, and we are rejoicing, we are eating together, we are fellowshipping, we are uniting as a family. As we unite, it's a resemblance. No matter what the devil might try to do in this country, in terms of unity, we shall not be put asunder. So let's eat together. It's dramatic.
Those who don't have what? Those who don't have what? Someone to eat with. You never told me. You want someone to eat with? Properly, do you want to be married? Just come out in the open. I'll give you someone. If you joke around with this, you might find yourself being married off. We'll raise men for you here in no time.
Offering you. All right,
I've heard your cry, don't worry.
All right, so yes, akuna the prophetic is in the dramatic.
There is no prophetic that doesn't carry a component of the
All
dramatic.
the prophets in the Bible, would dramatize their prophecies. It's part of the prophetic ministry. So, in this nation, we will all eat and we will all be full. In this nation, there shall be equal sharing, equal distribution of wealth. I've said this in as much as you might not be praying, whilst you are eating. It's a symbol. No matter what the devil has tried to destabilize, they keep praying, even if you choose not to pray. But there are those that keep praying, that we have chaos, we have violence, we have bloodshed. But we have stood up from the place of the altar and we have said, our blood as Zimbabweans is too precious. No amount of devils will make us fight each other. My message on love will stand today, it will stand tomorrow, even after I'm gone, it will stand. Let us promote love, let us love each other. We are brothers and sisters. Let's take care of each other. Redeem the poor, set them free, give them freedom. No matter what happens, hear me, hear me, hear me. We have declared it and we will declare this over and over again. We are not going to entertain chaos. Our God is not a God of confusion. He's not a God of confusion. As we pray, as we feast in the presence of God, supplies are going to open. If you look at your situation today, you might say, there is no hope for this nation. You are saying there is no hope for this nation all because you can't see. And I don't blame you, because we said you can't see everything. But soon, you will be rejoicing. You'll be happy. Believe you me, Zimbabweans. Believe you me, our God hears prayers. Our God hears prayers. We have prayed Wednesday,
That Wednesday and this one.
Now
we are feasting for what we have prayed for.
The will of the enemy will never prevail in this nation. Have you
heard me?
So wherever you go, while you're feasting, while you're praying, don't forget. I know you might want to pray for your mother. You might want to pray for your sister, maybe your uncle who is in hospital, or maybe you've got your niece who is abroad or whatever. But there comes a time when an instruction comes. You have to forget about all that. I know God is taking care of them. You just make sure you don't go to bed without praying for your leadership. Don't go to bed without praying for your leadership. When you pray for your leadership, tanga unen.
Please start with me.
Please
don't leave me out.
I know you want
to pray only for the political leaders so that they can go with you. Please start with me.
And then you pray for our governmental leadership from the top to the bottom. Place them before the Lord. Present them before the Lord. Anything good that you can think of, declare it as a priest throughout this week. Put your hands together for the Lord. Now.
So this is what Prophet Makandiwa said in this service. And remember, he started by talking about a season where they were having prayer and fasting for the nation. And then he has suddenly declared that they are now transitioning to something which is new, which is prayer, which is feasting, eating and feasting, which is something which is very, very important right now. So he then gave a reference of Jesus Christ when he was about to leave. He says when Jesus was about to leave, then he gave an instruction of feasting. So this is something which we need to clearly understand, that there is a hidden meaning behind whatever he has said right here. And we need to understand this very, very critically at this point in time. So look at it. He says, eat from the same plate. Eat from the same plate. What it means is everybody is supposed to be eating together. When you are eating from the same plate, what it means is what is being eaten by the children of the leaders of this country or the politicians will be eaten by my children. So that is something which is very, very important, which a lot of people must take note of. It's a very, very important message which says all of us, we must eat in the same plate. What it means is if Chivayo is driving this car, I must be driving that car. If Chivayo is riding a bicycle, I must be riding a bicycle. That is what is called equality. That is what is called equal distribution of wealth. So for those who do not understand, he went on to say that I'm dramatizing the prophecy. So this whole thing has been dramatized because he brought it as a parable, sort of, or as a drama, where he's simply like talking about a family eating together, while he's speaking about something which is more important, which is the whole nation eating together from the same plate. So this is something which is very, very important. He went on to say in Zimbabwe, there is going to be equal sharing of wealth. There is going to be equal distribution of wealth. This is what he said. And if you look at some of the things which he said, in the past, I talked about a dream which I had, where some people had no fund. ZANU-PF leaders were supposed to go and address them, but no one was there to address them. And then all of a sudden appears President Nelson Chamisa, who said the words of, he said, sezvakatarwa naVice President Chiwenga, kuti ngatidyei tese kana kuti ngatigovanei tese tisingatarisi ma-political parties kuti uyu anobva kupi uyu anobva kupi. It aligns with that message we shared in the past, which we talked about in the past. The videos are there with the exact words. And when you look at it, this is something which is very, very important, because he says it seems as if that there is no hope in Zimbabwe at this point in time. But hope is coming to the nation of Zimbabwe. So that is critical. That is very, very important, because for sure, when you look at Zimbabwe, one would think that things will not be okay. That is what somebody might think. But as we continue to critically look at whatever which might be happening in the nation of Zimbabwe, you would see that one day we are going to have an agreement in terms of that change, that necessary change. So there is an image which I'm trying to bring right here. Unfortunately, I can't find it, but it was very, very relevant to this. So whatever which is happening in Zimbabwe, let me tell you one thing: change is around the corner. Change is about to happen in the nation of Zimbabwe. Do not despair. Do not lose hope. Continue to fight. Continue to pray. Let me tell you, zvigananda zvatanga kutirwisa machannels edu. Again, in the last time, they were simply using viruses to fight our channels. Right now, they are now using both viruses, and they are now using some sophisticated methods to make sure that our channels are shut down completely. Why? It's because they have felt the message. They have felt the impact. So they are now using every opportunity they get to try and shut down these channels. So let us continue to fight with one voice. Let us continue to fight together. Let us continue to make sure that we speak with one voice. Ever since my channel was fought, and we have never relented. We are no longer benefiting anything. We are trying by all means possible to cover the costs of our productions from other sources. It's very, very difficult, but we continue to fight in such a way because we believe that we have that role to play in the future of Zimbabwe. We believe that we must come against all odds and try by all means possible to address the issues which are happening in the nation of Zimbabwe without fear or favor. Because we know ZBC is not going to bridge the gap. Because we know that ZBC is not going to cover up for us. Now, every people who are speaking against this regime, who are operating from Zimbabwe, they're in danger because their most important information is going to be leaked somewhere. They're going to face, several challenges from these people because they've started using some methods to take down videos, copyrights, this and that. This is the issues which they're doing. So I hope and believe that we will unite as a people. We will never stop fighting for change because we are not coming here for monetary benefits or whatever. We are coming here because we want the whole nation to benefit. We are coming here because we want to eat together. That eating together syndrome is something which we need. Muri ngaidye pamwe chete izvi zvendiro yake uyopiwa share wombe uyopiwa share wombe azviite ngatibvutiranei. That is what Vice President Chiwengas said. And what happened? He was attacked, he's being attacked left, right, and center because this is the
we all swore to a shared future in which everyone had a place on the table, a place in the sun for a culture of equal opportunity where every Zimbabwean served in equal measure. Zveubvanzu kudya kwemhumhi takazviramba. Our vision 2030 is for all of us. Kwete dzamunotimbinga kuhondo taidziti zvigananda. Those who grow big tummies through ill-gotten wealth and questionable morals.
So zvigananda zvimwe chete izvozvo, they are fighting tooth and nail to take our channels down. Why? It's because they feel the pain. It's because we have refused to be controlled. We can't be controlled. Saka they want varakashi kuti varambe varivo vane prominence. If you go to YouTube uchiona varakashi variko, if you go uko uchiona varakashi variko. That is the culture which they are trying to live in Zimbabwe right now. But what Vice President Chiwengas said is the same zvirutaurwa naMakandiwa, is the same we have been saying, is the same what President Osu Chamisa has said. So it's a very, very interesting Team Zimbabwe to know that the time is near. Change is coming. Even vakanzi vabudirira kuvhara machannels edu, let me tell you this. We are not going to stop fighting for change. We will create other channels. We have so many people who we can use to create channels on our behalf. Zimbabwe ine vanhu more than 16 million. Don't think kuti tinoshaya vanhu. Even 1,000 vari willing kuti vhurira machannels kuti tirambe tichitaura. Which means you are not going to be able to stop us. We are going to continue fighting for change no matter the circumstance. Chero mukatura kune vamwe vanomuka vachisimuka mangwana vachiuya vachitaura chokwadi ichocho. Where is it, Zamara? But did they manage to stop the issue of change? No. So this is something which is very, very important and very, very critical. So I agree with Makandiwa. He said it clearly, kuti yaanguva yekuti munhu wese ange achidya. And those who are going to do that are the ones who will survive in this nation, Zimbabwe. Those who continue to eat alone, they are going to face the wrath of what is coming. So he said it clearly kuti kune zvaakuitika. Munogona kusazviona asi kune zvaakuitika. Which means iye ane information yaanoziva yezvinhu zviri kunyatsoitika paground. And vakangwara havana nhamo. You always see by how they operate and how they do their own things. Team Zimbabwe, let us continue to unite. Change is coming to the nation of Zimbabwe, no matter the circumstances. So mukaona machannels edu asingachawanike, just know that we are going to create other channels and we will be updating you and we will be coming right here so that we continue to fight for change. We will continue to speak. We are not motivated by money. We are not going to be hoodwinked by these people. We are going to continue to fight for change. I just want to thank Stax. Thank you very much for coming. Gerald, thank you very much for coming as well. And Bire, thank you very much for coming. A very good evening. So thank you very much, everyone. Good night.